It's the first race of the 2024 Formula 3 Championship, and we're coming to you from the Shakir International Circuit here in Bahrain. Who knows what's going to happen? 20 races, 10 sprint, 10 feature, all starts right here, right now. Well, there's the grid for what tomorrow's feature race will be. We're waiting for everything to kick into gear and get access as well as we welcome you to Formula 3. Qualifying for Formula 3.
Formula 3 Championship Season 6 began with qualifying at the Bahrain International Circuit. 30 cars taking to the circuit, 17 rookies out on track, all vying for the first pole position of the season. Plenty of drivers doing what they can to get the best lap in, some of them pushing just a little bit too hard at times as they tried to push for that lap, but in the end, it was the number one car at the head of the field.
Hello everybody, good morning, welcome to FIA Formula 3, the season opener here at the Bahrain International Circuit in Shakir. We are almost all set for 30 cars to venture down towards turn 1 and the season to begin. Alongside me in the commentary box for this opening race on a Friday is Omi. It's the 1st of March, Omi. Time to get the season underway with race 1, and certainly so much intrigue for Formula 3 this year as to what we're going to see.
Absolutely. It's time for another season of FIA Formula 3. Always love. We're about to get underway and we've got a long season ahead as well. It all goes by quickly, but we've got plenty of action to come. And it's going to be interesting to see how all of the rookies get on as we prepare for another F3 season. It starts, of course, here in Bahrain. And all of the drivers are getting ready to go racing. This is going to be one incredible contest. Let's see how much chaos we're going to get in the opening round of the season. I think last season we got a bit more of a quiet start compared to 2022. This year, let's see. This year, let's see. Are we going to get a start like 2023, a bit of a calmer one, or are we going to go all in like 2022?
I'd like to go all in. It seems to be that kind of weekend. As we take a look at the starting grid, I'll read you through it, considering that the live timings, guess what, still aren't working. It's the way we need them to be. Always the way, isn't it, when you need them? So, on row 1 of the grid, it's Lawrence Van Hopen who's taken pole position for the sprint race as well. He started 12th, of course, yesterday in the qualifying. Alongside him is Nicolas Solov. Max Esterson is on row 2 alongside Arvind Lindblad as well. It's Christian Mansell in 5th, Tim Trinitas as well in 6th position. Leonardo Forloroli is 7th. 8th goes for Santiago Ramos. 9th is Motokafu alongside Gabriel Mini in the top 10. Nick Browning starts 11th. And then Dino Bogdanovic has pole position for tomorrow. He starts 12th on the grid, of course, in the reverse grid. Then it's Noel Leon alongside Alexander Dune. Then it's Mari Boyer and Charlie Wirtz alongside Oli Goethe, Nikita Bedrin. Callum Vossen is then alongside as well as Zagazita, who starts 20th. Joseph Lokes 21st. Stanshaw is 22nd. Interfasafol as well is 23rd. I'm getting better at it. 24th for Suiza as well. Sophia Fleur starts 25th on the grid. Joshua Dufek 26th, Tommy Smith 27th, Wisnicki 28th, Sebastian Montoya down to 29th, and Glenn Shields down in 30th place as well. Many drivers getting blocked yesterday in qualifying. Don't forget, those 13 down will be in the same position they're in for this race and the feature tomorrow. So, Omi, it should be quite fun when we get going. Everyone now should be just standing away from the cars and getting all set. 30 cars, though, down to turn 1. It's going to be quite the battle procedure to that first corner.
Always is in Formula 3, that exciting run down towards the first corner. It'll be interesting to see whether Lawrence Van Hopen can cut across Nikola Solov and see how they get on the run towards turn 1. Could they bring someone else like Maxwell Esterson or Arvid Lindblad on his Formula 3 debut? We're watching the last year's Macau winner, Luke Browning, right now, looking for the championship, and he'll be starting tomorrow from the front row, but he's a bit more further back. He's going to have to do quite a bit of overtaking today and keep out of trouble. That's going to be crucial. Every single point is going to be crucial by the time that we get to Monza to end this season. And we're about to get to the formation lap underway then for the opening race of the season. And there we go. Green light is on, and that means Lawrence Van Hopen leads us away down towards turn 1.
Formula 3 as well, not doing their justice this weekend. Guess what hasn't worked? There's no live timing. Again, it just has not updated. So, really, really bizarre.
I thought I'm just struggling to get it like working in the morning or something, fasting in the morning.
It's really bizarre, isn't it, as well? I'm
Like
just
what?
trying to have a look at Formula 3 on their app and see if anyone's saying that we haven't got any live timings. Let's take a look, shall we? First point. Live timing, live timing, live timing, live timing. Yeah, all live timing as well. That it has gone down. I'm just tweeting it now.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, we have all 3 Trident drivers together in the field, so let's hope they don't make any sort of contact as well. But I think this is going to be a really, really tight and exciting race.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's going to be any other drivers who can make their way up to the field as well. Oh, there we go. Life timings are up.
Yay! Timings, timings, timings. So, there's no lap. That's interesting. That's what I'm just finding out right now. I can't see a lap counter on the board. No, gap, interval, pit. So that's a bit bizarre. Why is there no lap counter? Right, guess he's going to have to fiddle around quickly then to get a lap counter on.
Oh, this is going to be fun. Okay, right. So, a very exciting field right now. All ready to do battle. So many different drivers we could see take victory in this one, because remember, it's wide open in Formula 3. Safety cars can happen. There could be contact between leaders. We have it all usually in a Formula 3 campaign, and Bahrain usually is one of the circuits where we start to see all of the action coming through. Sebastian Montoya starting in 29, so he'll be hoping that he can make his way through the field where we have the formation lap. Right now, they're coming to the end of the formation lap and making their way to the last corner. A big hold for Formula 3, of course, with 30 cars, everyone having to get into position. So if you are the 2 ARTs at the front, it is a bit of a hold. We're watching Leonardo Fornaroli, another driver, hoping to get to the title this year in Formula 3 in his second season now, after last year finishing 11th with the same team, Trident. So he's deciding to stay with Trident. He's been joined there by Santiago Ramos and Sami Megatunev. And both of those drivers, both of those rookies, seem very talented with the evidence that we've seen so far in qualifying. But there we go then. They're making their way onto the start-finish straight. They'll be getting into position, and we will be getting our opening F3 race of the season underway.
Still be laps completed, so at the end of the first lap it'll tick to 1 and then it'll count up to 19. So when it says it's 1 lap, we've completed that distance as well. It means that the timing page isn't wanting to work, but this is going to be the big one. Track temperature 27.5, air temperature at 20. Watch out for wind speed, 3.2 meters per second. Not as bad as it's been. 43% is the humidity as well. Lawrence Van Hopen on pole position. Solov alongside. Esterson, then Lindblad. Mansell in there too, completing out the top 5. It's been one of the longest off seasons in Formula 3. It was the first weekend of September that we finished. Now it's the first weekend of March, so it's October, November, December, February. Coming into March, 5 months. The cars have been ready in testing. They've all had their time. Now we are all set. Brand new talent on the grid, brand new season. about to launch in. Formula 3 will kick us off in 2024. Green flag in the back. All eyes to the lights. 2, 3, 4, 5 lights, and the FIA Formula 3 season is go! Good start from Van Hopen, good start from Estes. He's going to cut across the inside line of Lindblad. Down to turn 1, there's a stall on the grid already. Further back, as into turn 1 we go. Van Hopen has the inside line, trying to come around the outside. There goes Solov on the inside line, nearly getting taken out by Max Esterson. It's good to 1, Spear at the back, one of the Tridents going round. Is that going to be okay? Yes, considering the 4 and 5 at the back, I've got to assume Alexander Doom might be in trouble as well. There's a further spinner in the mid-pack as we run out towards turn 1. Into the lead goes Solov. Lawrence Van Hopen battling with Esterson. Timonanzi up into 4th position, and they all get through turn 4 just about, but only there's 2 cars already, yellows and greens, making the board go all over. Great start though, Solov leads.
Solov is in the lead indeed. Santiago Ramos was facing in the wrong direction, and there was all on the grid. That was Noah Leon as the 2 Red Bull Juniors battle. That's Arvid battling up against Tim Travanitz there as well, and here's Leonardo Fornaroli trying to get in on the action.
Oh!
And Beganovic says he's got a puncture.
Beganovic, who will start on pole position for the feature race tomorrow, already saying he's got a puncture. He's dropped down to 25th position. Sebastian Montoya up from 27th to 24th and all that mess. Shields, though, I think must have been in trouble on the grid. So Suhitso as well, because as you said, he's still on the grid. But Shields in trouble down there. Solov leads by half a second. Then it's going to Lawrence Van Hopen. So the 2 teammates leading. Esterson holding off from Chaminizzi. And then we get Lindblad, Fornaroli's dropped down to 6th position. Metacalfer up into 7th position. Mansell, great start from Mansell, up into 8th position as they head down towards turn 14, the last corner on the track. One of the MPs making a move further back. That's going to be Gabriel Mini alongside Alexander Dune on the inside line, and Boyer getting involved too, to try and have a look back around the outside. Dune gets through though. Mini drops down a position. Great stuff, and it's Ollie Goethe battling there too. Oh, Omi, action on the first lap. Now they try and break the DRS because it does get activated after the first lap.
Yep, here comes Fornaroli on Arvid Lindblad trying to get past the rookie, and Lindblad is going to be suplex, and he's going to try and make a move himself, then up the inside of Tim Travanitz, and there we also see some in the background, but it seems like the top 2 still make their way through the ART with Solov in the lead, and they're still battling all the way in the background as well as we make our way down towards turn number 4. DRS enabled as usual on the second lap, but 3 wide, and there's a high tech being forced all the way off the road in the background.
That's Marinus Stanshaw as well, getting forced off by Zagazita. He's in a battle with Interpovazak as well, so they're all getting into the mix of it. Nikita Bedrin up into 18th position as well, getting all that mess. So what a little bit of a battle that's turning out to be. Up the inside there we see that's Metacalfer battling. That's up in 8th position. So it's all drama as Beganovic Omi into the pit lane.
Yeah, Dino Beganovic, not what our pole sitter for tomorrow needs, and that's not what he wants to kick off his championship. He's all the way at the back of the field and will surely be hoping for a safety car. So he's got a puncture on the opening lap. We'll have to look at the replays to see what happened to him there as well. And here we go, now we have the race start.
Take us through, Omi.
So, Lawrence Van Hopen got away very well indeed. He was able to just hold it, and Solov, though, comes over on the outside line to try and outbrake his rival. Noah Leon was the staller in the background. They made number 1. Beganovic, you can see, is on the inside, and there's a bit of contact. He might have been the spins around. Santiago Ramos in the 2 was the car pointing in the wrong direction. Solov was already pointing his car to try and come over, but luckily Lawrence Van Hopen was just able to come over to the inside, and Solov had to go all the way on the outside as well, and trying to get past Max Esterson, who was super late on the brakes, almost hit. And let's look in the background. Yeah, Beganovic hit Santiago Ramos in the background. You can see the red and white Prema, if you're synced up with us, hitting the Trident there.
What a start. What a great getaway. They've all been held up for ages. And now we can actually get going. Hopefully the lap count is going to stabilise after that. It's just disappeared. Oh, now it's back. Honestly, I hate this system sometimes. It just honestly makes you go like, let me have a play. Oh, where is it? No, apparently no, it's not.
Yeah.
See, it just says lap. So I'll try and get that sorted. We'll go through. Go on.
Graphics having a meh.
Everything's having a meh.
Graphics having a meh. Apparently it's the sun.
The Formula 3 system
Yeah.
is about as useful as a chocolate teapot.
Beganovic. Yeah. Yeah. Beganovic is under investigation for his contact with Ramos, so we'll see what the FIA say about that one. Lawrence Van Hopen with the fastest lap. He's got DRS, and the two Tridents trying to stretch clear right now. The two ARTs trying to stretch clear, I should say, right now, both DRSing each other. So this could be an interesting battle between the two teammates. Solov, of course, in his second season, Van Hopen in his rookie. So he'll be desperate to try take this one away. And then Maxwell Esterson just currently sitting in third on his own, really. No one too close ahead or behind. And you see them all make their way through, and it does look like Van Hopen's very close to the back of Solov, so he's not had the best second sector, and he'll be under pressure, maybe even into the final corner, but he might sit behind because he knows there's two straights coming to try and make the move.
Yep, they're going to be right up there, keeping their inside line. 1 lap 3 of 19 as Solov leads Van Hopen. Esterson there as they come down towards turn 1. Solov's going to have an absolute defensive job to his teammate because he's got the DRS, got the toe. As we see Van Hopen pull to the inside line, little bit late on the brakes. Van Hopen will take the lead towards turn 1. Solov will not try and attack and retake the position at this point, and I think Esterson just outbraking himself a little bit too far behind as well, but he keeps on going. Finally, graphics systems are working. Van Hopen's got the race lead, but for how much longer? Solov's pulling back to the inside line, coming up towards turn 4, sends it through on the inside line. The two teammates running each other nearly off the road, and Solov has the position, but Van Hopen is not giving up. They're side by side to the side dune section, and Van Hopen still keeping it through on the inside. Solov on the outside, then comes into turn 8, and that's allowed Esterson to catch up. Brilliant side-by-side movements between the two teammates, and now the exit. Van Hopen's trying to get the move into turn 9 and 10 to cut to the inside line, but Solov's got the line. And now here comes Esterson. Will he bring Lindland into this? Brilliant stuff.
Formula 3 already delivering in 2024. We have Solov in the race lead. We have Van Hopen in second. Esterson has joined this party. As you mentioned, he's in third. Can they bring all of the other drivers into play? Because it's a big change. Dino Beganovic has been given a time penalty because he was up. He threw one to the inside, and he's been given a 10-second time penalty for that one. So that's a disappointment for our pole sitter for tomorrow. But we've got some fantastic action at the front of the field. The two teammates going side by side all the way down through 5 and 6. And Van Hopen is still close, and they've brought Esterson into play, as you said, and soon they'll be bringing Lindblad, and there's many other drivers behind Lindblad, so there'll be so many drivers who will come into play. But 3-car battle for the lead right now. This race is already starting to deliver, and the two teammates who are so close together, ART, would have been scared all the way down there watching these two drivers battle, and they might be about to do it again because Van Hopen's going to have the DRS. Bit more of a gap this time. It's 0.5 of a second. 15 laps to go as they come over the line.
Esterson's right there as well in third position. He's keeping his eyes open. He knows where he might have an opportunity to score a win. Here's Van Hopen's radio. Let's not listen to radio. There's nothing there for Van Hopen. He came up and he never said anything. So we'll have a clean start. Run up towards turn 4. Yeah, Esterson's on the back.
Yeah. We go. And let's see, can he go around the outside?
Whoa.
No. Oh, in the background, that's very close. That's the Ansel, and he's battling with the Trident there. Oh. And they'll be side by side once again. Guys, Megatunov gets pushed off, and they're still going to be side by side, Josh.
And they're still running in together. There's almost contact, and now we're going to see Luke Browning try and have a move on the inside line. Down it towards turn 8. Little twitch in the rear. Browning locks up on the front left tyre as well as he tries to keep in. He's in P9. So remember, it's Sammy Metacalvini as well in 8th position. Christian Mansell in 7th, and they're still side by side further back as well. And Browning's going to send it. That's a bit late, and there's a little bit of contact further back off the track. That was my Boyer getting sent off the track, and that was by Luke Browning who had a lock-up. So Browning getting locked up, and now we're seeing Metacalvin passing the inside line of Christian Mansell down at turn 11, but up towards turn 12. Mansell's trying to come back round the outside line. That's a tricky position to come back through. Browning backs off. He knows that if that was contact, he was going to go straight into the side, as again, very wide for Metacalvin as well, as just getting too much through turn 13 there. Damage to the front wing of, I believe...
This is getting interesting.
So damage to Boyer. Damage to Boyer's front wing. Yeah. He's missing an end plate. Go on, Amy.
Yeah, very unfortunate for him. Down the straight they go once again. And Lawrence Van Hopen on the radio was saying that he pushed me off there. So it's already getting tense between the two teammates. But it looks like he just sit behind because he's touched before. The straight is sinking behind because, here we go, the battle can... And it's very close in the background as well, as here comes Mansell trying to get past Sammy Megatuniv, and he does get past.
And further back as well, Verts was in a battle with... Oh, someone was on the dust there. Montoya in a battle too. Was Browning's trying to go around the outside of this little battle. He's going to take two of them. Browning round the outside. He's in P9 at the moment. He gets ahead of Carfu. He's side by side with Mansell. And here comes Murray Boyer. They're four wide as they come through the sand dune section down towards turn number 8. And again, great stuff from Browning. He's up into 7th position. Boyer's up to 9th, but he's battling with Carfu. So he's on the outside. Exit of turn 8, gets his foot to the floor and gets through before turn 9 and 10. The two left-handers into the tie-breaking zone. Brilliant. Something to lock up there. Coming in from Goethe. Brilliant stuff. Just brilliant. This race. 6 and 19. Here's Van Hopen.
From Lawrence Van Hopen.
Push me on the track. Yes, okay. You're smarter than him, so now we go together.
And at the inside, Gabriel Mini trying to make the battle now as well on Carfu. And I think he's going to try and go around the outside coming to turn 12. That's a bit risky. You might want to back off the track. Still side by side. And Gabriel Mini's really pushing in. He's off the track. He's into the sand on the side of the track as well. And he was saying he got forced off the track there. Carfu is just giving him enough space to come down. Surely not around the outside of the last corner. It's a tricky move. It sort of drags you out wide. And yeah, he's backed off. He'll get the DRS down to turn 1. Hi to George and Beth. Who is this Van Hopen dude? He is a absolute monster of an overtaker. Go on, Amy.
He's showing plenty of talent as well, and thinking better, something a bit of his brain for when to make the overtakes and when to not. Here comes Mini. And he's going to try and make the move into turn number 1. Once again, they'll be side by side. Is Sammy Megatuniv going to be passed finally? Or is Mini going to still be behind? It seems like Mini's still trying to get this pass, but he isn't through yet.
Up to turn number 4. Mini looks to the inside line. He can't get away through, but again, going wide. Mini's going to go for it side by side with Carfu as it comes through the sand dune section. Yellow flag's out. There, spinner in the background. And I think it's Loke. I think it's Joseph Loke who spun round and continued. So from the top of the screen, I think it was Joseph Loke who's had a spin. He was running 20th. We'll see if he drops down the timing screens at some point in this race.
Oh, the two Van Amersfoort side by side.
Oh, and off the track and taking the dust as well, actually. Browning and Main has been noted for leaving the track and gaining advantage. What an insane race, 7 of 19, and everything's just going nuts. It was Joseph Loke. Let's take a look at it.
Yeah, in a bunch of battling with. And he's going to throw one to the inside. Is he going to get spun around there? Yeah, threw one to the inside. And so many cars there, and unfortunately, it means that he's spun around. And it was so close between all of them, wasn't it, going down to turn number 4. 5 cars not separated by anything.
Arguably, I'd say that was his fault. He turned in and he spun himself, but to avoid contact. So I think he did the right thing there, otherwise that would have been a safety car. Solov still leading. Van Hopen just behind him with the DRS. Esterson and Lindland and now Forlaroli joining in. We've got a 5-way fight for victory here in the sprint race at Bahrain. Into turn 1, 2 and 3 coming up. First DRS zone on the run up towards turn number 4 on the lap. Opens up. And how Solov is holding off, I have no idea. 4 drivers for DRS. It's a Gilles Villeneuve defensive drive back from Harama in 1982. Or was it 81? 81 Spanish Grand Prix.
Yep. And look, we are, and as we mentioned earlier, we've brought in Lindblad Forlaroli in play as well with how much they battled earlier. Now, Loris Van Hopen knows that there's no point battling at this stage. Sit behind, go for the move later on, and not just battle and lose time together. So he's using a bit of his brain. So yeah, a very talented driver. He is commentated on him in Macau, I believe, as well. I remember him from Macau when that race happened as well.
Luke Browning!
Browning's been given a penalty.
And what's this for? 10 seconds, of course, but what's it for? Leaving the track and gaining an advantage.
10 seconds?
Off the track at turn 4, isn't it? That's harsh. That's incredibly harsh. Stewards have literally given no nonsense this weekend, it seems. This season, even.
I bet in F1 it would be 5 seconds, because that's usually the case. They're always
Yeah.
like stricter in the feeder series for some reason.
Trying to stamp it out, aren't they, before the bigger series. Still pushing.
Okay, so the race, yeah. So Browning right now running in 7th position. Mansell in behind, but not too close as well. And this is the battle for the lead. Here comes Lindblad on lays on the brakes to the inside for 3rd.
Gets ahead of Esterson, who's keeping his fingers out there, isn't he? Look at how he's sliding the car. Esterson was left completely vulnerable. And
Watch
that's...
Fornaroli.
Wow, Fornaroli gets in on it, right round the outside. And now is he going to get the drag on Esterson up there towards turn 3 and 4? No. And now that's put out 2/10 gap because here comes Solov and Van Hopen. They are battling for themselves with the race lead. What happened?
Yeah, so these guys have to now try to get back up there.
What happened to Esterson? Oh, this is the penalty for Browning.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's see, he's just gonna go all the way around the outside, and he'll be late on the brakes, of course, and then
Oh, he got
all
forced
the way,
off.
all 4 wheels off. Yeah.
Hang on, did he actually go for all
10
4
seconds.
wheels off? Oh,
Yeah. 10 seconds for that.
No, he got forced off the track. He had nowhere to go.
Yeah. So how is that even a 10-second first of all?
Oh, and Esterson
Okay.
did touch front wing end plate to the front tyre of Lindblad as well. Oh, that was so close to a contact.
It's the first race of the season, and I'm already questioning the FIA. Typical.
No change there then. But I must admit that to
Yeah.
me, that doesn't seem to be a 10-second penalty. I thought that was a fantastic move from Luke Browning there.
Yeah. I think you could have asked him to give it back if he is still up there, but of course minimum like 5 seconds, but how is it 10 seconds? Like,
I'd appeal that.
How?
I would 100%
Yeah.
appeal that. That is...
I wouldn't even give him a 5, but FIA going all in, it seems like. These are the leaders once again. And Van Hopen sitting behind, so he knows. He's thinking better of it, unlike Solov earlier on. And he was told on the radio, of course, was Van Hopen, you're doing the smart thing by sitting behind, so that's what they're gonna do. And at the end, so this will be a battle that builds up, esports style, let's just say, where they'll just sit behind each other. Lois Van Hopen sits behind. So I'm sure if Lindblad gets involved, he was definitely not sitting behind. He's going to dive bomb like he did on Esterson.
I think they're appealing it, by the way, as we see ART just looking very cautious at the moment, with Solomon Van Hopen leading the way. They are going to appeal it.
Wouldn't be surprised, because 10 seconds is absolutely a joke for that. Also, they gave Bogdanovic the same penalty for making contact, so it's all sorts of chaos, isn't it?
I think the stewards are going to be in for a lot of questioning soon. F3 fun fact. F3 cars generate about 280 kilowatts and weigh only 550 kilowatts, including driver. It's a fun fact. I think everybody could drive a Formula 3 car. I think that's the entry for everybody. Black and white flag.
Ian Shields.
He's running at the back
Yeah,
anyway,
for track
Shields.
limits.
If I'm not mistaken. Is he running at the back?
28, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so not the way that Ian Shields wanted his opening race to go. Bit of a poor qualifying yesterday.
He's going for it.
Van Hopen is close. He's close this time. Let's see if we can go for it this time around.
I don't think he'll have a choice. He's going to be in that toe so much down to turn 1, and he's going to go for it on the inside line. Van Hopen's going to take the lead into turn 1, late on the brakes, and Solov is going to, well, it's maybe teammates, but it's all out for each other in Formula 3. There's no having to go for it, and Solov will have the DRS on the run-up towards turn 4. Van Hopen goes defensive. He pulls back to the inside line. You're only allowed to move once. Solov's going to keep on the inside line. Van Hopen turns into the corner. Solov will get a better drive, and the exit's going to go side by side through the sand dune section. Downhill, Solov has the inside line. That's going to put Van Hopen very much on the outside. They almost make contact, and that's going to put him off the track. And here comes Lindblad as well. And he's looking to the inside line. Lock up from Lindblad, turning it nearly into Van Hopen. Solov takes the lead of the race. Van Hopen back up. On board with Forlaroli. He's going to try and go around the outside of Lindland. Coming into turn 9 and 10. He backs off. Solov leads the race. Van Hopen, Lindland, Forlaroli back in the order. So it's status quo as when we started the lap, but a nice little run together. Brilliant.
Brilliant stuff indeed. Fornaroli still is going to try. Let's see if we can try to do anything down to 11. Lindberg will cover the inside line. Can Fornaroli go around the outside? If he's going to feel brave, no, we're back out of it. Let's see if we can try to do the up and under. Get out of 12, nope. He's hit behind there. But yes, the two ARTs going for it. That's the risk. That is really the risk for ARTs battling. They could have both been overtaken had it been a different part of the circuit. And we were 3 wide between the leaders. Incredible stuff. Solov holds the lead. He has a 6/10 gap now. And now Lawrence Van Hopen may be in trouble because here comes Lindblad and he's super as we will make our way through. Turn 14 right. You don't need to worry about at all as that's just a little kink. And then it's foot to the floor all the way down towards turn 1. Let's see what happens on this lap.
DRS open. Van Hopen closing in. Slowly, slowly, slowly. I think it's too late for a move on this lap from Van Hopen. Maybe not for Lindland, who's going to dive from the inside line. That's very, very late into turn 1. And it's caught Van Hopen a little bit unawares, but Lindland's going to get the drive. Coming out towards turn 3. Estersen's involved there too. Lindland to the inside line. Pulls alongside Van Hopen, tries to shut the door. Forlaroni's coming in there too. Estersen closing in the background. Lindland's still on the inside line. Van Hopen goes on the outside. Forlaroni's going to try and come back. Can't get through. He's been sent wide. Through goes Lindland, but then at the exit. Van Hopen has the exit drive and gets back ahead. So they are really battling. And now that's given Solov an 8/10 advantage, but it's a 5 about to become 6-way fight as Tim Tramanitzi is going to come up into 6th position.
Absolutely, and Solov is going to be a fan of this. He's going to be liking more of this. But now with DRS, they need to be able to close back in. That's a bit of a lock-up. That's a bit of a lock-up there by Lindblad, and he has lost quite a bit of time to the back of Van Hopen, but he continues on. And as you said, Tim Travanitz is going to be joining the party as well and getting onto the back for this race lead. And Browning could be in there, but he's of course got the penalty as well, but that could be easily be appealed, as we've already talked to you about. Van Hopen now with DRS needs to try and get back in, but if they battle, they could lose a chance of fighting for victory. This is how close it was, as Lindblad was all out of shape, and it was very close between the two of them. Van Hopen keeping his foot in on the inside line, both of their lines compromised, and they both lost a bit of time. This was further down in the pack, and that was Matthias Zagazeta going off the road. And rejoining and then coming under a lot of pressure by the Van Amersfoort of Noel Leon. And this was a bit of contact. We see the PHM of Tassan on the inside of Callum Woisen. And
yeah.
they just about made their way through, but that was super close. And once again, Lawrence Van Hopen is close back in, and it's still, they're fighting for the race lead. And Tim Travanitz is 2/10 away as well from joining this.
Great job actually from Mr. Provozak with Wilson there, side-by-side stuff. And there was a little bit of contact as we see. This is the lead change again. Van Hopen diving on the inside line, turn 4. Solov keeping his foot to the floor around the outside, drifting ever so slightly, but they're keeping the position. Van Hopen's going to still come through. Boy, oh boy, have we missed Formula 3. This is the action that we love, absolutely love to see.
This is the action we love to see indeed, and when you try and make a move, it doesn't go right, it could mean that you're under pressure like Lawrence Van Hopen is from Arvid Lindblad. We know how late on the brakes Arvid Lindblad can be. We've only seen him for 13 laps racing far, and we already can tell he's one of the last pickers. And let's see, can he now try and make Lawrence Van Hopen has to try and recover now, get onto the back of his teammate Solov, but the two ARTs could be costing themselves here with both battling, and the Prema of Arvid Lindblad, who's also maybe, he's one wide.
Van Hopen goes wide, and Lindland takes second position. Now are the tyres starting to go for Van Hopen as well, but great stuff. Lindland up to second position. Now that's going to put the pressure on for Solov.
A bit of pressure. Now Lindblad isn't going to wait around. He's going to be as aggressive as Solov was. Lawrence Van Hopen might have been taking a bit of the calmer approach. Lindblad isn't going to take that. I think we're going to have a real fight on our hands now for this lead. And he'll use this straight to gain a bit before Neroli's going to be trying to make a move on Lawrence Van Hopen, but unfortunate moment for him, who's had who's of course ran a bit wide, so maybe the tyres are starting pushing, and now they're all making their way down towards turn 1. Again, we're on board with Leonardo Fornaroli, car 4, currently in P4, and trying to upgrade that to a podium. Tim Trout in this party as well, the MP Motorsport driver. So this is our battle for the lead then as we go down towards 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars involved, about to become maybe 8, as they are all battling. Lap 14 of 19 here, 13 complete. Solov leads, started second, up to the lead with the two AOTs. Van Hopen down to third position. Lindland, brilliant, up into second position for Prema. And I believe we're just seeing Alexander Dunn. So Alex Dunn moving up into 12th position, passing. Well, it says Mansell, but I thought it was Metcalfe. This is on board, and Van Hopen just got off the track. He just got a bit of a slide.
He did just go wide, and Leonardo Fornaroli and Lindblad all able to get through. Lindblad had a little look on the inside. So that might have unsettled Lawrence Van Hopen and kind of made him run a bit wide there as well. So unfortunate stuff for him there. But now look, Lindblad is right on the tail, 0.5 of a second. The driver who finished third in Italian F4 with Prema knows how the team works, and he's already up to grips. This is the team that has been supporting him over the last few seasons as well. Now they've taken him up to Formula 3, backed by the Red Bull Academy. And now he's going to try and take the lead with Red Bull watching on, and so much support in this F1 paddock. Here we go, down towards turn number 1 for Arvid Lindblad. Let's see, can he move? 5 laps to go.
Solov moves to the inside line, goes defensive. Lindland is going to pull to the inside into the braking zone for turn number 1. Now they're giving the advantage in the braking zone. So low on the brakes as well, side by side to the first corner. Solov tucks in behind, thinks about a move on the outside, tries to get a better exit. He's so much closer to Lindland, and he'll have the DRS. He's practically pushing up the hill. Lindland forces him almost off the track. In fact, he is off the track. Great defensive from Lindland, but very much not in the spirit of the rules. Solov retakes the lead of the race, and now 6 become 9.
Exactly what I was mentioning. Arvid Lindblad is not going to be as kind as Lawrence Van Hopen was, so these two are going to get aggressive. I wouldn't even be surprised if they make contact. Tim Travanitz has managed to get past Esterson. Boyer has got past Gabriele Mini, so there's battling all throughout the field as well. Mini is fighting back against Boyer. So Boyer might now need to worry about his teammate Ollie Goethe, who will be arriving on the scene. This is right now the battle for P8. We're focused though, mainly on the battle for the lead, with how close it is, and a bit of a lock up there as well.
Lindland locking up down it towards turn 10. There's the Bremer boys watching on, just hopeful that Lindland can take a race win. This is Gabriel Mini, side by side. This is for 8th position, so he was getting ahead of Murray Boyer, and a great move around the outside. Boyer's going to give him a bit of a force off the track there. If Mini's ahead, then I'm not sure if that was getting an advantage or not, but staying with the Mini's ahead of... no, Boyer's still ahead of Mini according to that timing screen. Meantime, at the front, out of turn 13, as they head down towards turn 14, penultimate corner on the track, we're seeing Lindblad. Can he make a move? He's going to go for it down to the last corner. You never go for it here. On the inside, no, he's backed out of it. Yellow flag, sector 2, and I think it's Zagazita. Zagazita's gone off the track somewhere. So he's dropped down the timing screen. We'll wait to see if that deploys either a virtual or a full safety car. Meantime, down the straight we go with the DRS still activated. Solon will go defensive, but here comes Lindland, and this could be a race-winning overtake as the safety car's brought out. Van Hopen's going through as well. Van Hopen's making it 3 wide. Lindland takes the lead. Van Hopen nearly touches his teammate Solon round the outside of turn 1. Can't find a way through. Gets back on the power. Forward is in 4th position. He gets to the inside line. Van Hopen goes defensive. He leaves him plenty of room. Follow-Only's going to have to take this one tight through 1 and 2. Lindland leads. We're back to green flag running. Follow-Only keeps on through, and Van Hopen stays in 3rd. Brilliant first sector.
Brilliant first sector indeed. Definitely game on in the cars now. Battling for the lead. Browning's joined this party with possibly an appeal also coming. But here we go. This is what happened. Possible 3 wide, no, and there's going to be a bit of contact, and the Van Amersfoort spinning around those top. He would have hit Matthias Zagazeta, so Tommy Schmidt hitting Matthias Zagazeta, and that was a brave move, late on the brakes on the inside, but this battle for the lead, absolutely delivering. We're in the final few stages now, and this race is delivering. Lindblad in the lead. Can Solov try? Matthias Zagazeta pit lane to retire probably, as we see Fornaroli be late to get past Van Hopen. happen, but definitely it's game on. We have missed Formula 3 for so long, and this is the action it's delivering. We almost have 10 cars battling for the lead if we see Boyer get inside the 1 second, which he almost did.
1.097 at the end of that first mini sector. It's going to continue to close down, but Lindland is in that battle too, because he's now pulled a second to Solov. So there's a lot of still to be played on here as we're going to enter lap 17 of 19 and complete laps completed 16 of 19. Great race this, proper Formula 3.
Delivering. Wow.
You're right about Zagazita.
He's just been that exciting one. Yeah.
Oh, maybe into turn one.
Oh, here we go.
This takes third position. Van Hopen's trying to go around the outside of the pair of them. Van Hopen takes second position. Solov down to third. Folleroni in fourth. And Van Hopen goes from fourth to second around the outside at turn one. Van Hopen coming through on the inside line. There goes defensive and off the track. That can't be legal from Solov. He was completely off the track to make that maneuver. And that's going to force them both wide. And through goes Folleroni. But he can't get alongside. Only Solov who shuts the door. That can't be legal from Solov.
Fantastic. Yeah, it surely can't. He went all four wheels off the road there as well, and it's now getting really, really aggressive. Tim Travanitz trying to get past Fornaroli. That's late on the brakes.
Mini.
As well by Gabriele Mini. Was he able to get the move done? He's trying to get past Luke Browning, that is. Can he go around the outside into 10?
Browning's got the inside line, late on the brakes, they're almost touching. Mini does the cutback, he'll have the DRS, but so much more power at the exit. Browning couldn't get the traction down, and Mini goes through. Oh, beautiful, beautiful move from Gabriel Mini. He got that traction down perfectly.
Fantastic stuff by Gabriele Mini. Limbad has absolutely walked away. He's on his way to his first win in FIA Formula 3 on debut in his first race, but he's going to leave. Everyone else battling for second, and here comes Fornaroli. He was very close, but it looks like we
That's a
now.
replay of Bedrin and Mansell. Mansell coming back and Bedrin locking up into turn 11. Hardly the most important thing right now because this battle at the front is closing. Lindland has pulled 2 seconds to Van Hopen. And Van Hopen's pulled 8/10 to Solov, and Solov's going to start falling down now. Penultimate lap of the race, lap 18 of 19. Down towards turn one we go again. Solov going defensive for that last podium place. Folleroni's going to cut to the inside line, and here we go again because behind we're seeing a little bit of a battle, but that's Folleroni up into third place.
Yeah, Fornaroli into third place for now, though. And in the background, that's very, very close as well between Boyer and Browning. So Browning losing a position to Mini, and here comes Boyer, and the other Campos of Goethe is going to go on the attack. And also, here comes Solov trying to come back as well. It's super close as they go down to the braking zone of 4.
And round the outside, Solov trying to get that move. Folleroni giving him enough space, but it's not going to happen. Van Hopen has the fastest lap of the race as well. He'll get a bonus point for his trouble, but this absolute insanity of a race as we're nearly seeing contact on the inside. Max Esterson nearly hitting as we see Tim Travanitzi in 5th position. Travanitzi's going to be a bit out of it as we now see on the inside line Esterson trying to defend from Gabriel Mini, who again gets so much traction out of turn 10. He's going to the inside.
Absolutely, and he's going to once again try and make a move down towards 11. Let's see if he can get to the inside. It looks like he is going to be now. He's going to have to be late on brakes with Gabriele Mini. That'll be close with Maxwell Esterson.
Power, power, power. Come on, Mini. Keep it around the outside. Come back. Inside, inside, inside. Oh, he just couldn't get through. Great defensive work from, as we saw from Esterson, but it was just too close. Gabriel Mini, he's going to try again around the outside. Oh, that's a dangerous part to try in the last corner. That's just lining him up for DRS, though. Pulls through. Gets the DRS. Gets on the power. Final lap and this amazing opener. Mini pulls to the inside line to get ahead of Esterson. Now he's got DRS, so he's got extra power down the straight. I think Esterson's got it as well. Coming in fast behind Ollie Goethe. Goethe's going to get involved in this little mix. And Mini on the inside line gets ahead of Esterson. Esterson shuts the door. Folleroli's under pressure as well.
Fornaroli's going to try actually make the move on Van Hopen here with 4.
We'll keep an eye on that as Mini pulls the outside line and Forlaroli on the inside line, Van Hopen on the outside line. Hasn't worked out what happens between Mini and Esterson. Do they get ahead? Mini's on the outside line. Esterson gets on the track. Off goes Mini. Esterson still keeping it on the inside. Mini's kept his foot to the floor. Ollie Gertz is getting involved now as well. Over 7, 8, 9. And Mini's looking everywhere to try and get through. Esterson's going defensive every single part of the track he gets. Browning's involved. So is, well, if that's Browning involved, that's way back in the order. That's going to be Goethe in 10th position as well.
Yeah, that was absolutely phenomenal. However, Lindblad is going to be making his way. There he is. He's going to be making his way down towards the checkered flag. Still
Mini's
Van
got
Hopen
him.
having to defend for Fornaroli. In the background, we see Mini trying to get past Maxwell Esterson still as well to the inside. He's got it momentarily.
And it's the exit power, though, for Esterson into the inside line at turn 12 and 13. Mini's going to have to try and find an inside line. Tries to get the cut back into turn 13. He's running out of options. Going defensive. There goes as well. Esterson gets back on the power. That's going to be fighting towards the line, I reckon. Mini might just get him. But, and what a run. Arvid Lindblad has done it to perfection. He exits the last corner on debut for Prema in Formula 3. Arvid Lindblad wins the season opener sprint race in Bahrain. Van Hopen will be in second position. Oh, Willie, it's a fight to the line. Who gets second? It's side by side, Van Hopen and Forlaroli. And Mini, did Mini get him? No! 4 thousandths of a second. Esterson 6th, Mini in 7th. And it was 36 thousandths between Van Hopen and Forlaroli. And Browning, without penalty, drops down to 15th place. Still gets a point. But no, he doesn't. No points, only down to top 8. Arvid Lindblad wins the season opener in a brilliant sprint race here in Bahrain for Formula 3. Omi, that was spectacular racing.
Spectacular indeed. He made the move. The two ARTs got over each other. Lawrence Van Hopen still gets second. So these two, the top two in their rookie race, getting a 1 and 2. So great stuff by both of them. But 2 drag races to the line. Exactly what we love to see. Formula 3 back and delivering better than ever. And what a race. What an incredible race that was. Prema can celebrate. Pole yesterday. Win today. Possible win tomorrow with Beganovic on pole. It didn't go his way today, unfortunately, though. But let's hear from Arvid Lindblad.
Yes, mate. P1 on your debut, mate. Well done.
Yes, thank you, mate. I enjoyed that one. That was incredible. It was absolutely incredible. Thank you so much.
The British drive.
Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. What a amazing opener we've had here. Question is, will we see the podium for the sprint race later for Formula 2?
And Formula 2 is going to be exciting as well. I cannot wait for that. That's going to be incredible. It'll be Jack Crawford now on pole for that one.
Yep.
This is Leonardo Fornaroli because of Mady getting disqualified. And he was having a look right there at the last corner. And then, let's see, he's going to make it a run to the line. Lawrence Van Hopen, not with the best of exit. And then it's foot to the floor. Gaining. DRS goes open here. A bit more. He just misses out, unfortunately. So that was super close. 2 drag races to the line, and we love to see it. We love to see it side by side over the line. Just what Formula 3 is all about. But yeah, Jack Crawford will be on pole for the Formula 2 later on, and he'll be alongside Taylor Barnard. Finally, PHM don't have a paid driver there.
Cracker opener here in Bahrain. 20 years we've been racing the second. Here's Lawrence Van Hopen.
You are P2, and well done, man. First race in F3, and you are P2. Could be my start of the season. Shame that it was so hard to overtake Nicola in the beginning. Otherwise, it could have been a better race.
Van Hopen there, brilliant race for him. Second place for the running to third. Solov though. Solov down. He was just down in 4th position after leading for so long. He lost out on that. Oh, need to sit down after that one. What a race. Arvid Lindblad wins the season opener.
Yeah, love to see it indeed. Prema once again winning, and with such a strong lineup, with possibly all 3 drivers it could be a championship contender this season. Definitely for Mini and Beganovic, But Lindblad, if he can continue performances like this, but even get pole in the features and get good qualifying results, then absolutely he be in contention. So Prema always with strong lineups in Formula 3 as well, and in Formula 2 they're cracking lineup the Bahrain circuit. Tube up from time to time with their car, so maybe in Saudi we'll see how they actually perform. But for Formula 3, everything is a-okay for them, and they're back to winning ways as well. And this team always taking drivers up through the ranks, even before Formula 3, with all of the F4 championships from different countries as well. And this was Arvid Lindblad's winning moment ahead of the rest, and not even being behind. He was just ahead of everyone and was able to pull the gap when he made the move. He was very aggressive in his driving with Solov. I think that kind of backed him, but Lawrence van Hopen was kind of driving a bit calmer. But Arvid Lindblad not waiting around, making the move, and that was phenomenal. Going to almost 3 wides at points in the race, and a great way to kick off the season. Loved it.
Here's the question though, is it a replay if we haven't seen it first?
Yeah.
Because
All in the world is...
yeah, because sometimes it comes up as replay and it's an accident you haven't seen. So is it really a replay or is it just something you haven't seen?
Yeah.
So I think they just call it a replay, but it's not technically a replay because replay is content you've seen before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cracker. Right, what's F2 going to give us? Also, you've got to remember, it's not Saturday, it's Friday. It feels like a Saturday.
It does. It does. I mean, with the whole scheduling, it absolutely does. Like, you think yesterday's Friday, today's Saturday, tomorrow's Sunday.
Yeah.
But no, it's Friday. But yeah, great stuff. Great stuff there. And I think Formula 2 is going to be, I'm going to say, even better. I'm going to say Formula 2 is going to be even better.
I agree.
And it's going to take a lot to beat it. I think Formula 2, we're going to have so many good drivers in there. Victor Martins up there as well. He's one of the, he's got some experience. He's got some experience, of course. Crawford also got some experience, but Victor Martins, we can say, can be faster at times. So who knows? Le Barnard up there, rookie in there, and I think Formula 2 is just going to be absolutely thrilling, and there's going to be so many battles. And I wouldn't be surprised if it cut. And I'm going to predict it's going to be a last lap battle to decide the Formula 2 race.
Like every time on the second year I saw, like, just couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Solov degrade a lot with the rear.
Yeah, I saw him just the lap before I tried to pass. He came out of 2, it was like this. I was like, it's time to go now. I thought I might have damaged my wing on the first lap. Yes. Because with Esterson, it was like, I was over the curb like this, and Team But you two were hacking hard.
The last part, he started backing me up into you. Like, you made me do 2 very easy passes with Esterson and
yeah, I know. Yeah. And here, I thought you were gonna hit me. I accidentally put first, and then I couldn't get out.
I saw like smoke in my mirror. I was like, fuck, you're gonna come into me. Here, I felt. I freed up the rears for 2 laps after. Like, I kept looking like this.
Beth makes a good point here on the YouTube chat. If a tree falls down, replay, does it make a sound? No. Well, yes, but no. Yes? No? No? Depends if the microphone was turned on. Good start. F2 and F3 really are kicking off the season in style.
Let's see if F1 follows them.
Now,
And yeah, as I mentioned, I think we're going to get a drag race to the line in F2. Not a drag race, but sorry, last lap battle.
it will be
to decide the
side
winner.
by side.
I'm not going to go brave enough to say that, but it's going to be a last lap battle.
The new podium here in Bahrain for Formula 1. In full display. So Follow-Early in third, Van Hopen in second. But it's Arvid Lindblad who wins an absolutely amazing opening race. And in his honour, we are going to hear the British national anthem for Arvid Lindblad. and he gets a trophy on debut. Fantastic race for him, really strong. Was calm, precise when he needed to be, went for the moves, took them off one by one, the two ARTs. Prema gets a win on debut. Lawrence van Hopen from the Netherlands finishes in second position. Pole position to second on debut, that's a fantastic achievement as well. And Leonardo Foloroli kicks off a second season in Formula 3 with a podium and third place. No longer rosewater, it's not exactly champagne, it's non-alcoholic, but it's champagne time! What a season opener for Formula 3! The sprint race has absolutely delivered. What are we going to get in the feature race tomorrow when those lights go out? 33 laps. It will be 23 laps. It will be absolutely amazing. Omi, what's been your takeaway from this season race 1 opener?
Well, my takeaways from this race are, first of all, we're going to be in for an absolutely fantastic season. The racing has been brilliant. Formula 2, I'm sure later will be brilliant as well. But Formula 3 has delivered, and I cannot wait for the future race tomorrow and the rest of the season. But we've started it off after a bit of a poor start with practice yesterday, qualifying, and the sprint has been brilliant. And Formula 3 in 2024 is looking good. And let's see who is going to win the 6th season of FIA Formula 3. It's definitely going to be a very contested championship. There could be so many drivers in contention, who knows, but this is going to be really frantic and tight all the way till the end.
F2 sprint race coming up later on. Let's take you through the results. I'll hand you over to Chris McCarthy.
Did in there before we went racing again tomorrow. Here's your full result then. Arvid Lindblad. How on earth did he win by 5.5 seconds after that race? He takes 10 points for that win. Lawrence van Hopen joins him on that after he took the fastest lap. Leo Fornaroli third. Nicholas Oliver, great performance from him fourth. Tim Tramnitz on his debut fifth. Likewise Esterson. Gabrielli Mini up to 7th. Murray Boyer up from 15th to 8th. Ollie Goethe driving from 17th to 9th. Rounding out the points was Megatunic then. Stenchorn, well done to him, up from 22nd. Dunn, 12th place. Bedrin up to 13th place from 18th. Then it was Mantle Browning with a penalty. Intrapuvenzak was 16th up from out of the top 20. Then we had Boyzin Montoya, but Kasper Stuka on his debut. Ramos was next after being turned round at the start. Leon was 22nd. Sophia Flörsch continues the trend of making places. She still hasn't lost a place since returning to the championship. Then Dufek, Wisniewski, Shields, Loke, Smith, Beganovic after the incident at the start. Zagazeta retired during the race after an incident down at turn number 11.
Well, my thanks to Obi for your company in the F3 sprint. He'll be back for the F2 feature. Next up, it's the Formula 1 third practice session, followed then by the F2 sprint, and the F1 qualifying will be straight after. Thanks for your company, Obi. Thanks to you at home. F3 is underway. And if race 1's anything to go by, the next 19 are going to be great. See you soon. Bye-bye.